I feel like women specifically get extremely comfortable in relationships and we let ourselves go.
Men
And
do
it's
it too, though.
I even have done that before, and I feel like as a woman, you
Boy,
cannot.
didn't you?
Oh, snap.
You sure did. You got hella comfortable.
It wasn't about that. I told you what I was going through. So
No.
fuck you. But
That's
it
what I'm
wasn't
saying.
because it wasn't a happy way.
You just let go. Boy, did you.
Oh, it's getting
Like I've said this and it's been said millions of times, like when a man loves a woman, he genuinely loves that woman. Some women just like the situation and will deal with the situation because a man is successful. They getting courted by, you think you own them? They getting courted by millions every day. They getting validated every day, so the one day you don't show up, somebody is. Men, if you're out here, especially you successful men and you're dating these pretty girls, use it for what it is and keep it there.
I think that people who marry when they're in their 20s or something,
Later
they're
in
still growing.
But later in life is the back end, the back nine.
I think later in life, you should ask, what do you mean? What are
Later
the
in life
dates
is
of
like
later in life?
mid-40s.
Right, I agree with that. I think later in life is mid-40s. Like my dad, he was married twice before my mom, and he married my mom when he was like 46 and had me and my sister, and they're married still. You know what I mean? But he had 2 marriages prior to that.
cracking
So
old.
I don't know what that is.
Couldn't move around like he used to, so he's like, let me settle in.
See, and I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want
couldn't
that. I don't
shake
want. I don't want that. And my dad does though shake and groove still.
couldn't shake
He's
and
old.
bake.
No, he can shake and bake still right now. That man be kidding it. Okay, I feel like there's something about a man. Y'all know, sit down. Like I realize that with men, it don't matter what age. That's why I guess women get cooked and men get cracking because men continue to crack off no matter the age. I never seen nothing like it in my life. But
I'll say this. Yes, that is true, but that's only if a man puts in the work. If a guy doesn't put in the work, he will become cooked as well. Usually when it comes to females, they say women age like milk, which they spoil. They say men age like fine wine, but both genders can put in the work. Women can put in the work too and push the clock back, but it's a lot harder because of the lack of estrogen levels in women as they age, vice versa to the lack of testosterone in men as they age. But if you have a guy who stays on top of his finances, his looks, mental clarity, he definitely gonna be a silver fox.
You've
anyways,
seen it your whole life. Men age like fine wine.
women age
Like we knew.
milk.
Like I don't know how women age. I just know
They say
we keep
milk,
getting better.
which is cool because that just means I'm spoiled, baby. So my whole thing is
Man,
this.
good
spoiled.
Yeah.
What you
That
mean
my whole
spoiled?
thing is that.
Like
my whole
spoiled
thing
milk?
is this. Yeah.
Or spoiled like gifts and stuff.
Spoiled like life abundance.
Oh.
Neither one of those are good things, so I don't understand how she turned that negative into a positive. But okay, let's continue.
All right.
So, this is what I want to say. I feel like I never been in a relationship longer than 7 years. So I have no idea of what that's like. I think for me, I reevaluate after 2 years though, everything. Like if it's a job, I notice that about me. If it's a job, if it's a relationship, if it's anything. And it's funny because there's this thing that people do. I don't know if you ever heard about this, but it's like contractual marriages where you reevaluate the marriage every 2 years. And you have to go up for like a reevaluation and see, people do this and see like, do we still want to be married? Yes or no? Like, and people put this in like an agreement or whatever. And I'm not even mad at that.
I'm gonna say this. I'm kind of not mad at it either because it will save a lot of men, possibly women, the headache of going through time in marriages and that possibly will fail. But there is a downside to that. If you have to keep reevaluating, it makes it easier for you to get out. And if you constantly have this in the back of your mind, like, oh yeah, reevaluation period coming up. Yeah, I might get up out of here. That might keep people, because some people you gotta fight to stay in these marriages. And some people need to stay with each other instead of leaving. Some of y'all can't get better. You need to stay with the person you with.
What's the number on sex and relationship to where after that number, you just feel like, damn, it ain't really popping no more?
Wait,
like how many times, like think about this, like
Them buns ain't busting.
how important is sex in a relationship on a scale of 1 to 10 of importance?
I would say like maybe 7.
All right.
What is your answer?
I'm gonna be honest. In a perfect world, yeah, we would think sex does not matter as much. But no, in the world we live in, I'm just gonna be honest because I'd be lying if I wasn't. Sex is a high priority for men and women. We both want it to be good. We both want to enjoy it. So I'm going to say that it probably is a high priority. I think over time it does slow down and it does change. But it's going to be a higher requirement for guy than it is probably for a female. Females don't like to have sex as much as men all the time. Men definitely think about it more, but when a female is on it, she is definitely on it.
I mean, I think it's around 8, 9.
Okay, yeah.
You know, but I'm just saying,
that.
like, after 7 years of sex with the same person, is that like
Burnt out?
Is it burnt out? Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Be,
but like,
yeah.
and that's why I go back to this. If you want the longevity, it's like it's the passion you really feel about a person.
True.
But does that passion die down though too after that many years? Like, cause I get it. Like, are you over a person after that many years?
No, you got to keep finding ways to kind of have fun. You got to keep finding ways to be more romantic. You got to keep finding new ways of intimacy. You know, you got to keep surprising them.
Yes.
And, you know, it got to be different stuff every year. You know, you can't have the expectations of that to be happening every weekend. But it's like, all right, this year I'm going to go to this. Next year. Once you're together so long, you know what I'm saying? You got to have like different approaches now.
Yeah.
Being in a long-term relationship myself, being married being in a relationship with my woman since 2009, and having 2 kids, you definitely have to become creative when it comes down to bringing the stimulation back. But at the same time, if y'all grow together, if y'all learn with each other together, and if y'all don't let each other go, or let yourselves go, it's not that difficult to still maintain the same threshold of what you like. Now, it just depends on how far each other has letting each other go.
Like, I feel like, damn, you know, I'm going to start getting in the gym. All right, I'm going to start wearing sexy lingerie.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to start, you know, walking around the house butt naked or something. I'm going to just be cooking eggs, you know, like, you got to do something.
You got to keep a man on his toes, though. My sister always taught me that. Like, her and her husband married for so many years, and he still be blowing her line, calling me, where's your sister? Like, just thirsty for her. And it's like, I feel like women specifically get extremely comfortable in relationships and we let ourselves go. And it's like,
true.
Why? Like, you know,
men do it
like,
too, though.
Men do it too, but women do it a lot. And I think that for women, it's visual. It's a visual thing, and men are visual.
Yes.
And it could be like because they had kids, or it could be like they say happy weight or whatever it is. But
men definitely let themselves go as well. It's a little bit easier for men to reverse it because of the testosterone factor, unless a guy has low testosterone. But usually, in most cases, men have to keep working and driving and pushing themselves, so they're going to age a little bit slower. But women, once the kids come, then the weight comes on, and then they already feel like, I got the guy. I don't really need to improve and change for the guy to make the situation better. But I will say this, the one thing I think everybody in relationships can really appreciate is change. And a lot of people don't want change. They feel like change is scary. Why should I change? This isn't how you met me. But man, I'm telling you, I appreciate all the little changes. I appreciate the weight gain. I appreciate a little bit of weight loss. Oh, your face done got slimmer. Oh, snap. Oh, them cheeks done spread. Oh, snap. Oh, them thighs got new creases, cracks, and crevices for me to get into. I appreciate all that because it's going to be fun for me. This now changes the game. Who are you? You are a different person now. You ain't a cosplay character, but you are a different person for me to enjoy this newfound physical aspect of you. And if the mental change with it, and then we start getting into new things, that's what make the relationship feel brand new. So that's game for the women out there. The guys, I'm telling you, let's say guys want to go to the gym, start moving around, your woman going to start looking at you a little different, like, hey, where you going at? Where you going with them shorts on? You know, it's gonna hit different. And if she join you on that journey or want to match that energy, it's gonna be a beautiful thing, man. Everybody got to embrace change for sure.
I even have done that before, and I feel like as a woman, you
Boy,
cannot.
didn't you?
Oh snap!
You sure did.
No.
You sure did let it go.
No.
She said I did that before.
Yo.
That was heavyweight game. You was comfortable. That was crazy.
That was not happy weight game. That was a different situation.
She said,
This man be cooking his co-host with stray bullets.
even did that.
Okay, that's not what I was talking about. But
Damn,
you
that's
got,
extreme what you did.
Ooh.
You got hella comfortable.
It wasn't about that. I told you what I was going through. So you bring that up every time. Now
you said it. You said I even did that. I gained weight when I
wasn't talking about that. But yeah, I did do that in that situation too.
That's
but
what I'm
wasn't
saying.
because it wasn't no happy weight.
You just let go. Boy, did you.
You are so trifling.
I'm just saying.
You are so
damn
trifling.
Let it go.
Anyways.
Damn. Let it go. Let it go.
Yo.
Can't hold on anymore.
Well, I know Azar be heated, boy. I could tell she really be wanting to jump on Paul sometime. But hey, man, this is just friendly. This friendly banter. This is peer on peer conversations. This is what we do. This is what guys do, you know. And sometimes females, they do it. They might not do it, but they might not understand. This is how guys play around. But this is really congratulating her at her new way. See, she might not understand that him saying this or being able to speak about it explains how you were in a lower state possibly physically, and now you're at a higher state. That's why he's even able to do it.
Pick up.
I'm sick.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Oh, man.
Anyways, I think that as women, we do let ourselves go in relationships.
You got to call your situation something different.
I'm not talking about that, Paul.
All right. What you talking about?
You know what? I'm done with that portion of the conversation. Now, this is my next question because
funny.
you could not get over the 280.
I didn't even say nothing. I didn't say nothing in the last couple episodes. You brought it up now.
So you've been feeling to say it.
No, I haven't.
Okay. I can't tell. Every comment, someone's like, Paul wanted to say 280
No,
so
I
bad.
didn't. I ain't saying
Okay, whatever. I was 280, period. So whatever.
Be loud and be proud.
I'll say this: she was 280. She definitely made a big transition. She looked good. I'm not gonna lie. You know, to each his own. Everybody got their own taste or whatnot. But from probably where she was at to now, I think it's not bad. I think it's good.
Woo!
Real nice.
Did you sweat a lot?
Oh,
No, I'm just saying.
cooking it.
What is wrong with this
On a
man?
roast session.
I'm just saying.
No, I actually did it. You know what? This is what I will say. I feel like big people, even now, and this is gonna sound really mean, but I was big so I could say this. Like I could look at a big person and be like, is there hygiene right? Like, are you getting under all the items?
That's what I'm saying.
But I did not. Me specifically, I've always had incredible hygiene. I've always smelt amazing, and I didn't have a whole bunch of rolls I had to lift up.
Right.
I didn't have that type of body shape. My body was not that type of shape.
Yeah.
Fun fact: I feel like I know more big ones that have better hygiene than small ones. Just being honest.
No, I agree. I see.
Don't piss
No,
me
it's a
off.
different type. Yeah, it's different levels to that. Yeah,
It's
I get it.
different levels
Because I
of
be
like
seeing the
rolls.
comments, cats be like, I liked her like that.
It's different levels of rolls and
Yeah.
stuff. And I didn't have like rolls. Like I
No.
always had I had a big butt, huge legs, big arms, but I didn't have like all these things I had to lift up. Okay? So
Yeah,
at the end of the day, my
was just
hygiene
gonna-
was on point at the same time.
Looking like Big Mama.
Damn, this nigga Paul boy, ruthless.
No, I was just saying, you'd have Big Mama. That's how big. See, listen, ain't no more Big Mamas no more. It's old. That's old school. You know, your grandma, we call grandma Big Mama. You had that grandma.
Ruthless.
Ain't nothing wrong with
Goodbye.
that.
I'm
Ain't
going
nothing
on
wrong
to the
with
next
that.
subject because you about to piss me off.
Big Mama.
Bruh.
Ain't no more Big Mamas no more.
Ain't no more big mamas no more.
All right, what we
We
talking
ain't
about?
got no more big mamas. We need more big mamas. But Paul is hilarious.
The
Let's get
next
it. Let's
question.
get it. Let's get it.
The next question I have is, do you believe that you can get everything from one person, meaning your partner? Like, is it realistic to want your partner to fulfill or check certain boxes for you?
Wow.
How should I say it? Just I don't like bougie. I don't like materialistic. I don't like
I agree.
don't like the world we live in today where everything is just kind of like smoke and mirrors. Like
Just said that.
your Instagram, I don't like like for me, you can't be on Instagram every day taking flicks, showing every day, just every day, just constant. That's like for me, I'm good.
Yeah.
That is a red flag. Any chick that's on Instagram heavily or consistency, you got a few pictures that's cool. But if it's every day, you constantly posting, you constantly maybe doing the stories or whatnot, it's like, damn, you got to document everything. Now, I get it if you may be a content creator. I understand it because it's your business and your brand. But if you're a regular degler and you just out here just post. Oh, I got to capture them. It's like, it's just too much. And it's all cool capturing the moment when you're in it. But I feel like you got to post it and all that extra is, I wouldn't want to be with a chick like that on a normal basis because I know it would be a headache.
I'm gonna treat you at an arm's distance, but like for me to like be with somebody, it can't seem artificial. I need authenticity, and that's
That nigga said authenticity. Authenticity. I pronounce my words wrong, but damn, Paul, you butchered it, brother. But it's all. Let's continue.
what I'm looking for. Somebody like authentic, down to earth. Not caught up in the worldly things, because the worldly things come and go.
That is true. That is true.
Somebody I feel comfortable, like, just trusting. Like, it's hard to trust now.
Yeah, it's hard to
You know what I'm
real.
saying?
Yeah.
It's just hard to trust. Like, damn. And that can take years. It can take months. I don't know. But, like,
Never know.
you know it. You know it. It's
I
just
think
hard to
that
come
you can
by.
know that. Yeah, it takes a minute. I feel like those are good. I think for me, some things that are like non-negotiable, or things that I care about in a relationship, or what I look for is, I agree with the mental stimulation. I feel like if I can't connect with you on a mental level, then that's not going to work for me. I think that comes first before everything. Obviously, attraction is first.
Yeah.
Because you have to have that initial attraction. But
sure.
mental is huge for me. Someone who is God-fearing, because God is in the center of my life. So I have to be with someone who also believes in God. I love someone who's family-oriented. Like, I'm very into, like, families and kicking it and barbecues and chilling. Like, that's my thing. And I feel like I want someone that also loves that, because it's like, that's how we connect. And then, I feel like someone who's genuine and has a pure heart, that's really big for me. And I don't like someone who just, I don't know. It's like, I don't like selfish people or mean people who are mean to like servers and waiters and staff and help people. Like, once I see that, I'm cool. Like, I can't fuck with that.
Yeah, that stuff
I
all
agree with
sound good.
Yeah.
But then when it come down to it, y'all be like, if he ain't a certain height making this much money, if he ain't
Facts.
doing this, that's what it really boiled down to.
True.
Females.
Yeah.
Or do you want me to say women?
Yeah.
Which one?
Females, women, they usually come with the upfront, the good things. Oh, I want him to have a good heart, God-fearing man, he has to respect and love life and care about plants and be a martyr or he has to be a philanthropist. But the real behind the scenes is going to still go down to height. It's going to go down to money. It's going to go down to status. That guy's still going to outbeat probably the guy that's best for you. And they do not care. So you can't really listen to a lot of the good that come out their mouth, because they like to be socially correct and present themselves as such. So you really can't believe exactly what a woman wants when they say it. Yeah, you can hear it and internalize and say, oh, okay, cool. But behind the scenes exactly what they usually want. And that's just being honest.
Hey, whatever you
Because it's more like, and I say it time and time again, is what I feel like for women is what you can do for them.
Oh, this shit
More
is
so
real.
than a man.
Oh, it's getting
Like I've said this and it's been said millions of times, like when a man loves a woman, he genuinely loves that woman.
real. That is
For
true.
the most part.
Yes.
If he's out with you, holding your hand, taking you some places, he really, really like you. Some women just like the situation and will deal with the situation because a man is successful, because a man can do all these things. He could be busted. He could be, you know what I'm saying? But they like, oh, he can do this for me, girl. And that's a flex for a girl in front of their friends.
Yep.
And that's what girls look for. And it's just like, those type of things don't last long. So like, that's why I be saying cats with money and good looking and, feel like they can get them a nice looking woman, but they gonna be a lot of high maintenance come with them.
And, bro, Paul is cooking right now. Guys, they only ask for the bare minimum. Guys don't even, it's hard for a guy to even get the bare minimum out of a female a lot of the times. But like you said, for that woman, it's kind of hard to know who really for you, because they there because of how you've built yourself up. So how do you move now, knowing and understanding that you got to know yourself, you got to know what you're willing to deal with, what headache you want, so that you don't get raped in the long run, whether it be your pockets or emotionally or mentally drained. You don't want to be in that situation. So ultimately, Paul is cooking right here, man, and him being a guy who has a certain amount of money, he can preach about it on an even higher level.
A lot of them, because they've been treated, and because of the social media era we're in too, because most of those 9s, 10s that we consider visually, they getting courted by, you think you own them? They getting courted by millions every day.
Nice.
Every day. They looking like they looking at millions of comments, all this. They getting validated every day. So the one day you don't show up, somebody is. And so that's why I be like, man.
Well, listen,
I
think
it make it the way you don't even want to date.
We live in a transactional relationship era. And I think that's really how we're living. So I can agree with 100% of what you said. And I can also say that it takes a two to tango, baby. Because them women only can think and move like that because men enable that behavior. And there are men that are okay with paying for a woman on their arm. There are men that are okay with doing that. And that's why women are able to live a certain lifestyle and they expect certain things because they are actually getting that.
Yeah.
They are actually being with men who are okay with buying their love. There is a lot of men that are like, look, I'm cool with that. I made money so I can be with this type of woman who has the surgeries and looks a certain way and be on Instagram models and this and that. I came to this level so I can buy a woman. If she don't really love me, that's cool. We're using each other.
Right. Wow.
I'm using her to have me on my arm and she using me. We are in a transactional relationship era. People are transactional with each other. Nothing is genuine and real because everything is about what we can do for each other. A man feels like if I come around here with this broad who all these men want and she looks a certain way, I'm cracking. And she feels like I come with this man. He could look however he look, but he got money. He's taking care of me. I could care less for the man, but at the same time, we using each other. Period.
It's sad that it's like that, but it is very transactional. Most people, the world we live, capitalism has gotten so extreme to where people are trying to capitalize in relationships and love now. It is no longer a point to where we're together just because we genuinely appreciate each other. Don't get me wrong, it's a lot of it out there still. I'm not going to sit here and act like just doom and gloom. No, there are serious relationships. But people back in the day got together also. Be outside of just love and appreciation. It was survival. And don't get me wrong, people are still surviving. They're trying to survive. But nowadays, the emotional factor has gotten so high to where people would rather not survive with each other and just survive on their own and get what they could get from a long-term relationship while being solo. That's what's happening. A lot of the chicks are still receiving money, compensation, funding from guys, but they don't want to be in long-term relationships with those guys because it's things that don't check out the boxes, or they just don't want to be held down. Women don't have to be kept anymore. And then the guys, they're still going to pay for that same love and enjoyment, so they going to keep sending it, the guys who are. And then that woman is still getting funded as if she's in a long-term while not being in a long-term. So it's really scary out here to where everything has gotten very, is what have you done for me lately and what can you do for me now type of world.
Point blank. So we cannot do one without the other. The women are posting them pictures because, baby, they are prey. And y'all are catching the bait every time. That's just the fact of the matter. Right. So I agree with you 100%, but I agree that it goes both ways. Men are doing the same shit and they're acquiring the money so they can get those women. And they're okay with that. And they're okay with not having real relationships.
So in saying that, you made a great point about that, which is very true. So me speaking to the men moving forward, it's going to cost us more in the long run.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Whether it be with a kid or a marriage that ends in divorce. So men, if you're out here, especially you successful men and you're dating these pretty girls, use it for what it is and keep it there.
Wow.
Don't take it no further. If it's a transactional, keep it that.
That's real.
Don't get pregnant.
Right.
Don't get married. And then once the fling wear off, move on. Because it's going to cost you a lot more in the long run.
That's true.
Trying to floss, trying to maintain it when it really ain't what you thought it was. That's so real. Get in and get out. That's all I'm going to say. That's the advice I'm giving. Get in and get out. But you got to know when it's time to move. You know what I'm saying? We seeing these cats get into these situations and it causes for a lifetime of pain and hell from these girls. And so
That is
You know,
true.
if that's gonna be my one advice to the guys that's, you know, doing it big and out here popping, listen. Exposure, y'all on TV, she look good on the red carpet. Yeah. Don't take it no further than that. Kids, marriage, it ain't gonna end like you want to end. Like you want.
Paul was cooking right there. I think I'm gonna leave it at that point. This is recap time. As guys, we can't fall for the eye candy, the glitz and the glamour, and you never will know who is there for you. That's where he's getting at. The guys who have built themselves up, even if you haven't built yourself up, you still shouldn't be putting yourself in horrible situations. But when it comes down for the guy who has a lot to lose, you gotta move way more strategic, because you just don't know. They got with you because of the success that you built yourself up to. So how do you know if it's still genuine and true? You know, you'll know if you end up being with somebody and how much they end up doing for you and caring for you for sure. But would they still be with you if you weren't that same person? And that's why timing matters on when you get with someone. How much they know, how much do they not know? So Paul is just speaking on understanding what the situation is. If you know it's just a fling, y'all just having a good time, don't try and turn it into a long time. Because that's another thing what us guys do sometimes. We get with chicks that we probably shouldn't be with, and then we want to change the female. If she wants to be a certain way, you have to let her be that way she is until she's ready to change. We can't go trying to change females. I know we preached about trying to turn, or maybe I have. You have to mold and grow a woman for sure, but that's possibly when y'all younger, and if she would really want to stay with you, and then y'all can grow together and change. But if she's not on that type of time, you don't need to stay in that situation constantly trying to change her. You're going to try and change her, and you're going to change and lose yourself, because you're going to turn the wrong thing, possibly trying to change her, and you're going to become a headache, and she ain't even going to appreciate you because you so demanding, or you just so parental like, instead of letting your great energy or your great habits change her. Paul was cooking on this one though, and he cooked us all early on too with that weight comment. That was crazy. But yeah, I think the biggest thing is going to be reciprocation when it comes down to these relationships. We have to reciprocate the same energy. I know I appreciate reciprocation. If somebody's giving me energy, time, and attention, I'm going to give that back, because I'm the type of guy, if you call me or I see a missed call, I'm calling you back. I'm not on like playing that waiting game. We're in a weird time period where we gotta, I don't want to text too soon. I don't want to look thirsty. I don't want to look weird. Or if I text too fast, you know what I'm saying? Or if I text too slow, I'm playing the game to where it's like I'm gonna act like I'm not on her. That's weird. Why do we have to do that? Why can't we just be people? I'm showing intentions. I appreciate you. Oh, he texts too fast. That's weird. Let me just be me. If I care about you, if I like you, man, I'm going to show that I like you, and I'm going to show you that I'm going to answer your call when I see it. Why would I let it sit? That's just strange behavior. But let me get y'all thoughts on this, man. You know, Paul is always be cooking. Azar was cooking too. She was definitely giving great facts and opinions and whatnot on the dating topics. This is Truth After Dark, man. Y'all make sure y'all check it out. Make sure y'all subscribe. Make sure y'all watch this in its entirety. I'll have a link in the description. Y'all like the video, comment below. This is your boy JayBReacts. Until next time, y'all. Peace.